think we're good. All right. Welcome everyone. I think I know all of you, but my name is Trisha Reynolds. I'm a senior director with Color Street and leader of Team Go Glitters. And this is our monthly regional event. So we do this every month. Historically, it's been in person, although we are doing them virtually these days, which is kind of fun because I feel like we've had more people able to participate since we've been doing them virtually. So I love seeing the new faces. I want to welcome everyone, especially our guests. We do have some guests here who are just here to be a fly on the wall and learn more about Color Street. So Carrie, and Jen, welcome. And then Paige and Luann are stylists with us already. So the structure of this regional is we always start with the guest portion where it's just a little bit of information about the business and to answer any of your questions that you guys have. It's very interactional. Please just ask questions, use the chat feature. There's only 5 of us, so if you just want to cut in and ask a question, that's totally fine. And then after our guest event, we jump into stylist recognition and training. And so you guys who are guests are more than welcome to stay on. We'd love for you to see what kind of recognition and support and training that we have within Color Street for our stylists, or you're welcome to hop off if you have other plans. It's just totally up to you. So let's just get going. Welcome. Did that. Luann and Paige, you guys have to help answer questions so I'm not talking the whole time. So why would anyone choose Color Street as their business opportunity? There's a million direct sales or small businesses that you could start. Why would Color Street be something to do? Thoughts? Luann, help me out.
Because it's amazing.
Short and sweet. Because it's amazing. It's true.
And it's a small startup, meaning the fee's not very high to start up. There's lots of them out there that are a lot.
Thousands. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's an excellent product too.
Yeah. World patented technology. Nobody else has real nail polish strips. I'm going to show you guys this short video clip from our founder, Mr. Fa Park. Yes, Color Street was invented by a man, so that's kind of funny. But he's going to tell you a little bit about his story and how he invented Color Street. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear the audio. Can you hear the audio?
No.
No, not at all, or it's quiet?
Not at all.
Well, I think it's mostly a visual, so. It's just music you're missing. Did anyone ever use any of these other products that they're showing? Carrie's like, I didn't even know they had those. I used these Sally Hansen ones for about 8 or 9, 10 years ago, and that's how I first heard about Color Street.
I tried Jamberry and they wouldn't.
So Jamberry is totally different. They're not related to Mr. Park's technology like these ones are.
I remember my mom had a few strips, but I don't I'm not a
Didn't know what they were.
I don't
Yeah.
know what this stuff is.
At that time, I didn't know that they were special, but now that I've joined Color Street, I'm like, oh my gosh, those are the same ones I was using.
And he invented these because he was having trouble painting his daughter's nails, right?
Close. He emigrated here from South Korea, and he was living in New York City. He has a music degree. He was a trained opera singer, and he was taking a cab to music class, and he saw a woman painting her nails in a cab in New York City and said, there has to be a better way for women to do that. And so he just started experimenting with an actual blow dryer on tin foil, and it all evolved from there. So he's been developing it since the 80s, and he was smart enough to go get patents on all of his ideas and technologies in the 80s. And so over the decades, other companies have tried to create 100% nail polish strip, and they haven't been able to figure out the technology. And many people have offered to buy the technology from him. He's like, I'm not going to sell you my technology. I'll sell you my product. I'll contract with you, but like, it's my technology. So he's been really a good business owner.
So he's super smart because he's like,
So
no,
smart.
you get my technology, but
Yeah.
you can buy into it.
He's brilliant. He actually received an honorary doctorate degree in chemical engineering and like machining from his university in Korea because of his creations with Color Street. So he's like kind of famous there for being this. Let's see, we did that. Why are stylists having such success? Color Street stylists are blowing up. I'm sure you guys have seen some of the statistics. The year before last, we were voted as the #1 not voted. We were the fastest growing direct sales company on the planet in 2018. In 2019, we weren't quite the fastest growing, but we were in the top 50 of like most. I should have looked this up because I'm saying it wrong, but the direct sales industry gives awards to like the most successful direct sales businesses every year, and we've been in that ever since we've launched. So of course we have appealing colors. We have a chief design officer we hired. He has all this runway experience. And so the way our Color Street colors and designs are created is he participates in what's happening in fashion and makes our nail strips on trend and totally up to date. So that's why we're always retiring and getting new collections, because we're just keeping up with the trends. Our polish is long lasting. I know you guys have all tried it and you know that. Lasts so much longer than liquid polish, and women want that. We don't have time to be repainting our chipped nails every 2 days. And then the fast and easy application. How nice is it to just do your nails at home, not have to make a salon appointment, spend an hour, drive there, just put them on and then go about your day. We have a lot of different ways to earn money in Color Street, which is nice. It's kind of like whatever your strengths are, you can run your business in that way and earn money in a different way. So of course there's commissions for your sales. We have bonus commissions when you, as you sell more, you actually make more. There's downline commissions if you choose to take on a leadership role in Color Street and train and mentor others. We have a car bonus when you reach a certain rank. We have incentive trips. We have really fun, just little promotional programs like this luggage set that you see. We have a jewelry line. We don't sell the jewelry line. It's just that stylists can buy it and wear it to kind of advertise and celebrate the polish. So I have on my Tokyo Lights bracelet. They're actually made out of real nail polish.
No,
So it's just a fun way to start a
I've
conversation
got
with
it
people.
silenced too.
What am I missing? Other ways to earn. We get so many free nail strips, you guys. Like, there's always a promotion and a way for stylists to earn free nail strips, exclusive nail strips that can't be purchased by clients.
2 doors to pay.
I'm gonna mute.
Closet door in the kitchen.
There we go. There we go. Okay. We have a ton of support from our home office. This regional is one of those forms of support. Color Street is celebrating our 3rd anniversary this June. And so I feel like it's a sweet spot to join because we are new enough that we're still hot, and I'm still always amazed how many people are like, what's Color Street? I've never heard of that, or, oh, I've heard of it, but I've been meaning to try that. It's definitely not, people aren't bored of it yet, but we've been around long enough that we have finally established some really good processes and training and support for our stylists. I joined right at the beginning, and there was not training, there were not regional support events, there was not really a structure. We were all just like scrambling for ourselves. And so it's really a good time to start, I think. Okay, just the hard facts. to help you make your decision, the average earnings for a stylist who holds 2 Facebook or in-person nail bars or parties each week is over $1,000. So, I mean, you don't have to work 40 hours a week to make some good side income with Color Street. You definitely can work 40 hours a week. There are stylists who do that and they make thousands, and there are several millionaires in Color Street. So you can pay your cell phone payment, your car payment, your house payment, or whatever you choose to do with it. Cool. Somebody just joined. I wanted to welcome, but I don't see who it was now. This is just about our foundation. Do you guys know about our Color Street Foundation? This is one of my favorite parts of Color Street. It's one way that we just give back to the community. Every few months, we choose a different cause. We have a foundation director who works with different charities to decide on the most appropriate ones, you know, the ones that we want to support. And then what we do is design a nail strip specific for that cause, and then $2 from each set that we sell goes to the different foundations. And we have always had a goal to raise at least $100,000, and we have hit that every single time. And sometimes we go over, and then the company will donate even more than we originally planned. Right now, we just launched last week our newest foundation shade. It's for foster care and adoption awareness, and it sold out in about 2 hours. We hit more than our $100,000 goal in 2 hours, which is incredible. Usually we restock those throughout the month, but because of COVID, we're just having like some stock issues this last 2 months. So we're not going to make more, which is sad, but we're getting patriotic nails soon. So we have to prioritize. Okay, let's see if you can hear this one. Can you hear it? Oh, sad. I gotta figure out why the video does not work over Zoom. I'll send you guys this after. This is just one of our stylists that shares her story, and it's kind of fun to see. Skip. This is the starter kit. Luann mentioned this earlier, the low startup cost. So our starter kit's $129, and it comes with 13 full sets of nails, which that right there is valued at about $165. So when people are on the fence, I just say, you're not behind the ball to buy the starter kit. And if you decide that it's not a thing for you, you are still ahead because you got 13 sets of nails for cheap. And then you get all these other things you need to start your business. So twosies, 2-finger testers, those are the lifeblood of our business. Those are magical. Once you put a twosie on someone, I mean, you guys probably remember the first time you tried Color Street. Was your mind blown? You were just like, what is this voodoo magic happening on my nails right now?
I curse Colby every day because she's created a monster in me.
I know. I do the same. It's like you kind of hate the person who introduced you because it's a blessing and a curse to be so in love with something. I gotta drink my coffee, guys. And then we have all these cute little, files, and there's training books, catalogs, all the things you need to start your biz. Are there any questions so far that have come up?
Not for me.
No.
Shout them out if you got them. Getting kind of tired of hearing myself. So these are just some questions you can ask yourself, like, is this for me? Could I really do this? I know when I talk to potential stylists, they're just like, I just don't know if I could be good at it. I'm not a salesperson, or I don't know if I'm the right fit for that. So I think these are really the only criteria that would make you a good stylist. If you have a burning desire, like if you start this business and you're just like, I don't really want to do it, I'm just doing it for the kit or whatever, you're probably not going to make money with it because you have to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a get rich quick scheme. You actually do have to do parties and market through, a lot of social media, whatever. We can get into all of that, but you have to have a desire. And so if you leave today and then you're just like up thinking about it and you just can't get it off your mind, that's probably your burning desire. Are you coachable and teachable? You don't need any background in direct sales. I am a social worker by training. I'm not a salesperson, but I've realized that a lot of my social work training actually has helped me in this business. And there's so much available to learn and so many people to help us. If you are open to learning and trying things in a new way, and open to being challenged, you can definitely do this with zero sales experience. And are you willing to work towards personal goals? It's really, really important that you have a goal, like even a financial goal in mind when you start Color Street, to keep in your mind when you're feeling frustrated or when you have a bad party. I am choosing to use all the money I've ever saved with Color Street to remodel my entire yard, and I'm doing that this year. And I told my one of my stylist friends, oh, that thing about having a goal in mind and that motivates you, it's true, because as I've been working, I'm like, oh my gosh, like every dollar I make is going to go into that yard right there. And so it's motivating me and keeping me excited about my business and excited about the earning potential that you have. So that's really it. You don't need any fancy training. It's all available here for you in the interwebs. That's pretty much it for the presentation about the business. Other questions?
You know, if I have questions, I'm just gonna message you. So
I know you're gonna message me, and I know you're a little nervous about doing it. So what is holding you back the most, do you think?
Contrary to belief, I'm actually a shy person. So I have problems like getting in front of a group of people that I don't know to talk about something or
Yeah.
anything
So
like that.
you don't want to lead the next regional training right now? No.
No,
I mean,
that might make me pee my pants.
yeah. I think that, well, first of all, there's all personality types in Color Street. Like, I'm definitely an extrovert. And so you know me the most of all the Color Street stylists, but just because I'm an extrovert, I promise you there are tons of introverts that are really successful with Color Street. And I will say that most of my business is built in one-on-one relationships. There are, like, I do things like this because I'm in a leadership role, but normally the way that I am making income is, like, we chat all the time. Like, I'm doing individual chats with customers and building one-on-one relationships. That's mostly how my business gets built. It's not getting up and doing big presentations. As far as nail bars, those might be like a little bit more presentation-y. You could start with Facebook nail bars. There's not too much stress involved with presenting because you can do that more through posting. I would push you to do live videos because they're really successful, but it takes practice to get to a place where you're comfortable, and it's skill building for sure. Like, that's what I mean about being willing to push yourself and just try new things and see what works. It can be scary though. Like, there's some places where you push yourself out of your comfort zone, but for me, it's been really rewarding to do things like that and then feel successful because I did something new, you know?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I think I was muted half the time. Is a nail bar where you just do like sales on like social media?
A nail bar is just like a party. So any direct sales company, most direct sales companies have a party structure because it's a way that you meet new customers, right? Like, I only know 1,000 people, but I have to start meeting new people through my friends. And so parties are the way that you network.
Okay.
And so you can do them online and you can do them in person. I normally prefer doing in-person ones just because that's my personal preference. Some people prefer doing online ones. I've seen people doing parties over Zoom like this during coronavirus. So it's any structure. There's even catalog parties where you can like send samples and catalogs with a hostess to her office space or her neighborhood, and she can, you know, market to her friends and collect sales from that. So there's a million ways to do nail bars.
Okay, so that's just kind of what it's called.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people choose not to do any nail bars with their business, I would not recommend that. I just feel like people who don't do that and just try to market one by one really struggle and like flounder along. So I think
Right.
if you plan, if you're wanting to make money with Color Street, you should plan on practicing your nail bars. And it's a skill. It's not like you just all of a sudden do parties. You have to practice and learn about how to
Right.
book parties, right? Like what to say to people so they'll do a party with you, and how to work with your hostess to maximize your party. So it's like a legitimate professional business.
Right. Okay, this is going to sound super pessimistic. What happens if you join and you're an epic failure and you don't ever like really
Do
sell
anything.
very well?
That's not a pessimistic question. I think it's good
Story
to
of
know
my life.
the story of your life. No, I think that's a really great question, and for sure one to talk about. So if you join today and then in 2 weeks or even like 6 months, I would challenge you to at least give it 6 months or a year before you decide. But if you're like, okay,
Right.
this isn't for me, I want to quit, you can just send an email to Color Street and say, thanks, terminate my stylist account. And it's like no fee, no penalty. Like you can just do that at any time. So there's not a monthly sales requirement, which is really nice. That way, if you have like a bad month or you're on vacation in Europe for a month or something and you're not selling anything, you're not going to get kicked out. You have a sales minimum once every 6 months. So if you don't sell anything for 6 months, you're just going to go inactive and you just don't have a stylist website anymore. So.
Okay.
So there's no
That
like
makes sense.
penalties or anything if you do really crap.
Not at all. Not at all. Nope. So the only fees ever associated in Color Street are your starter kit, and then there's a $10 a month website fee. And the website fee is because you get a personalized website that your customers can shop from. Color Street ships all that product direct to your customers for you, collects the money for you. So it takes a lot of work off of you because you don't have to do any billing or shipping or packaging. So I love referring people to my website because then I just get paid by Color Street. You get paid every week. So every Thursday, whatever's happened on your website that week, you just get percentage of it. And so there's that $10 a month for the website, and that is free for your first 2 months, and then you start getting charged the third month after you have a little bit of business going. And that's the only fee. There's nothing. There's not a yearly fee. There's not anything. Other questions? No one's gonna ask how much percentage you make?
That was kind of
Like, come on, everyone asks that.
everybody wants to know, but nobody wants to say it.
You
Fine.
can ask.
What is the percentage you get?
You make 25 to 35%, depending how much you sell each month. So it's always 25%, even if you sell one set. And that gets paid weekly, like I said. And then at the end of the month, if you have sold 600 or more, you get bonus tiers depending how much. So like if you sell 600, you get a 3% bonus. If you sell 1,200, you get a 5% bonus, and it goes all the way up to a 35%, a 10% bonus. So that would be 35% on everything you've sold for the whole month. Does that make sense?
Is that strips or cash? Is that
You get paid in cash. Yeah.
no? I mean like per strip, like 600 strips, or is it
$600.
Okay.
$600. It would be about 60 strips.
I was like 600 strips. That's kind of a lot.
No, that's dollars. Sorry.
But
So your average nail bar is $300 to $400, and so to sell 600 and get that first bonus would be like 1 to 2 parties. And I'll admit that I don't do as many parties now because I've built up a really big customer base after doing parties. I did parties solid for like 1.5 to 2 years. And now I still do try to do 1 to 2 a month because you always like you're always wanting new customers because people leave, you know, they decide they want to get their nails done or they lost their job. So, but in the beginning I did a lot more parties. Other questions? How about Carrie B? You got any questions?
No.
Have you still been thinking about it? I know you were waiting on your work from home situation and
Yeah. We'll see.
you'll see. I didn't know if your working from home stuff got thrown awry with COVID.
Yeah, that basically did that.
Yeah. I figured that probably happened.
Do you know what my
Well-
reservation is, Trisha?
What is it?
We
You
know
got your
all the
nails to
same
work,
people.
right? You got your nails,
We know. I did get them to work. I
Okay.
must have just got like a freak.
a weird set. Yeah. The very first set Jen put on, they didn't last. And she's like, what the hell? Why are you telling me these nails are awesome? These things suck, but we got it worked out.
We know all the same people.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. Like I'm like, oh, I'll hit this person. Oh, she already knows them. Oh, I'll hit this person. Oh, she already knows them.
Well, for one thing, you can have all the customers that we know.
I'm just kidding. I'm
But
just
really, out of all my customers, very few are people that I knew before I started Color Street. I've actually just met all new people. Like both Carries on this call, I did not know before I started Color Street. I met them through parties, both of them. So
It's just weird.
What is weird?
No, I was gonna say it's just weird. Like people I wouldn't think you know, and I'm like, how does she know them? How does
That's
she know
because I
them?
network with everyone. But I mean, we don't even work in the same agency anymore. So you know a ton of new agency people. Like you have your whole life that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's-
No, I
There's
get it.
people on the team who I actually do have even more connections in common with, and I promise you they do fine. The strongest
That's funny.
people on my team are social workers. And at first I'm
Really?
like, what's that about? But I think it's because social workers are good with people.
They're
And
good
this
to talk to people.
sales is a people business. It's not, sales is just relationships.
Yeah.
And so the top leaders on my team are all people who I worked at DCFS with, and there's not really ever been issues with it.
That's funny. You guys are doing. I'm at the dollar store while you're doing this.
Whoa. go there
Yes, I wanted to.
frequently.
I do now. Well, I have a baptism. I'm supposed to be at it noon, and
Oh, fun.
I needed birthday presents, so I'm at the dollar store.
Fun. I go there a
Sorry,
lot to get nail stuff, like prizes for my customers and
Oh, wow.
well, giveaways and stuff like that.
So
Well, if you
I don't
guys
know.
don't
I
have
get-
any other questions, I'm gonna
Sorry.
jump into the no, you go ahead, Jen.
no, I was gonna say it's just scary. I mean, I don't know. I
Scary.
guess I just don't do it because I'm like I want to be good at it, and I feel like I will be a
mean,
failure.
You're not gonna be good at first. You're just not. Like no one's good at Color Street. I wasn't good at first. Like
No,
you
I
have
wasn't
to
either.
practice. You weren't either, Luann?
And I was scared because I had done so many other companies that I was like, oh my gosh, all my friends are going to be like, oh my gosh, this is something else you're going to try. But it's definitely, it's working very well. It's a much different type of product than anything else.
Yeah, that's true.
And you only have to learn one product rather than 50 different things or 20 different products that's the other thing that's so nice.
Yeah, I can carry all my inventory in these 2 little plastic bins.
Yeah, that is a good thing.
You'll never know unless you try, Jen. I mean, maybe you'll do it for 6 months and just be like, I'm not loving this. Like, I've been doing all the things. I've been doing the training. Like, truthfully, about a third of people do decide that. They're just like, hey, that was fun. I enjoyed my time. I made some new friends. I made a little bit of money, but I don't think it's something that I want to do forever. And that's totally fine. Like, I would say about a third of people decide, no thanks. A third of people just, it's kind of like they work an average amount, they make a couple $100, they're happy with it, it's just kind of there. And then about a third of people like really work and make it a business and learn and grow and like make some meaningful difference for their family. So there's a place for all of those, you know.
I guess I just figure if I do it, I want to be very successful.
And you can be for sure, but it's not going to be your second month. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. No, I definitely get that. So
I would say it was probably like a good 6 or 8 months before I felt like my groove. Like, okay, I'm feeling good about my parties. I'm not really that nervous to do a party anymore. Like feeling more confident in talking to people and sharing the business opportunity. Like everything you do the first time is just makes you a little nervous, just like at work the first time that you know, when you started your new job or the first time you meet a new client or whatever.
right.
But think how many times you've met with a client at work now, and now you can just talk to a client like it's nothing.
Right.
So you get
That
there.
is true. That is true. Okay, I'll stop asking questions so
No,
you can move on to the next
totally
thing.
good. Totally good. There are a lot of successful people in Color Street, and none of them knew anything 3 years ago. So it's a pretty fast learning curve.
Okay, good.
Okay, so those of you who are stylists, I think this is just you, Luann. Did we lose Paige? Oh, man. What's your favorite Color Street tool to grow your business? Or those of you who are not stylists, what do you think would be, if you have any ideas? I think that my VIP group is my favorite place to grow my business. I love my VIP group. I have a really active, fun VIP group, and I have so much fun like creating content for my VIP group and coming up with fun post ideas and like building community in there. So that's one of my favorite ways to do it.
Yeah, I do like your group to watch everybody interact and stuff.
Yeah, it's fun. It took a while to like build that up and figure out kind of my rhythm, but that's been a fun challenge for me. Let's do some recognition. This is the weirdest regional because usually we have like more stylists and not many guests, and today we have more guests and not many stylists. So I'm like, Luann's not new in the last 30 days, but we always celebrate our new stylist. And then BQ is bonus qualify, and so bonus qualify is when you sell $300 in a month, and that's kind of like everyone's minimum monthly goal. We all try to shoot for bonus qualify every month, and so we celebrate that. And then we celebrate when people sell 500, 1,000, whatever. Luann, how much did you sell last month?
1,250.
1,250?
Yep.
Nice, that's awesome. So Luann got that second tier of bonus, so she made 30% on all of her sales for last month. I sold, I think I was right around there. I might have been more like 1,500. I can't remember, to be honest with you. Are you bonus qualified this month already, Luann? Kind of early.
Almost.
You are?
Almost. I will be
I bonus-
tomorrow or on Monday.
Cool. I did a couple days ago. It's always like, check that off for the month. Now I can move on to like higher sales, parties, whatever. Jumpstart's cool. We didn't talk about that. Jumpstart is an incentive program that's for all new stylists who join during their first 90 days. And there are these goals that are put in place. And if you hit them, you get free product credit. It's really nice when you're new to get product credit because you want it to build up a little bit of inventory. You don't have to have inventory with Color Street. I love having inventory. I feel like some people just want to shop in person. They want their nails now. They don't always want to wait for the website. So I like having both options. And so
Don't mock us people that just want stuff right this second.
I'm not mocking you. I love you people. Jen's like, can I come over to your house in a little bit to buy some nails? And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm out for a walk. I'll be home in a minute. And she goes, okay, I'm in your driveway. I'll be here when you get here. That's awesome. So if you sell $1,000 in your first month, you get $50 in free product credit. You can use to buy strips, you can use to buy more samples, catalogs, whatever you need. And then it just goes up from there as you hit your goals for those first 90 days. You can end up with, I think it's like $400 or something in product credit. And the last goal even is a cash bonus. So it's just a nice, fun way to get you going out the gate. And then let's see, have you enrolled any new stylists in the past 30 days? Luann, have you?
I have not.
I have enrolled one last month, Neva. So we just like to celebrate those who are growing their business. So we just have people stand. More fun in person because we stand and clap. This is when we celebrate new ranks. So Luann, did you rank up last month?
Unfortunately, no.
What rank? What's your next rank that you're working on?
Team leader.
Nice. Are you getting close?
I'm trying.
Yeah, girl, you got it.
I got the volume. I just need more people.
That's awesome. You'll get there. Team leader's the sweet spot. You get a lot of perks at team leader.
And how exactly do you get to team leader?
So team leader means that you have, well, let me back up because you got to understand the first rank before you understand the second rank.
Right.
So the first rank that you would hit is called senior stylist, and it's when you've enrolled 2 stylists on your team. So you're leading 2 other people, and you and each of them all bonus qualify. So it's that 300. So you need to sell at least 300, and each of them needs to be selling at least 300. Then you've promoted to senior stylist, and the benefit of that is you get paid a higher percentage on their sales. If that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of hard to explain verbally, but I have a really nice graphical tree I can send you. And then team leader is when you have a senior stylist on your team. So someone on your team is a leader, and then you have enrolled 2 other people. So it's basically you have 3 different legs, and one of them is a leader. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
I can show you a visual. I just don't know if I can get to it quickly. And then the ranks go up and you just make more based on your rank. So this is my rank, senior director. Executive director is when you start getting your car bonus. So that's what I'm working towards.
And once you reach them, can you lose them?
Yeah, you have to maintain them every month. So I've
okay.
maintained senior director about half of the months since I first hit it about a year ago. And then half of the months I haven't quite hit it. And so I've been paid as a director that month, but you can just hit it again the next month. So
Okay.
they get really crazy up there. Those people make a lot of money. Circle of Excellence. Luann, did you hit that?
Unfortunately, no.
I didn't hit it last month either. So
Yeah.
Circle of Excellence is just kind of like this bonus promo that Color Street offered to us for the first 6 months of the year. They do stuff like this very regularly, and these promos change. But the promo for the first 6 months of the year was, for every month, calendar month, that you sell $1,000 and enroll 2 people, we got a cash bonus. So it was an awesome promo. This is the last month of it, so I'm working on it this month. And then your bonus depends on what your rank is. So the smallest cash bonus, even if you don't even have a rank, if you're brand new, it was $100, right? Does that sound right, Luann?
Yeah.
And then if you were a senior stylist, it was like $150, and then if you're a team leader, it was $250 or something. And the highest one's $500 cash bonus. So that was I hit that a couple times, and that was a really nice extra few $100s. Okay, our monthly training is about methods to grow your business. So we'll kind of go through this pretty fast since you guys aren't even stylists yet, but you'll at least kind of know some ways to grow your business. So there's 3 different ways we're going to cover today. There's a million ways to grow your business, but we're going to talk about Color 10, nail bars, and VIP groups. Why are methods so important for your business? Well, having structure and methods and routines just help you like stay on it even when you're not feeling motivated. So Color 10, it's a training tool or like a philosophy that we're trained on. We call it the Color 10 success rhythm. And so color, each of the letters in color stands for a behavior that we do, and we do it 10 times. Does that make sense? You'll see. I locked the door and my kids are like, why is the door locked? So, and we encourage our stylists to color 10 every day. And so, is it going to go through what the letters stand for? Yeah, okay. So see how 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it spells color. I'm sucking at explaining this. But C is for connect, just connecting with new people, starting conversations with people. This can be out in public, this can be on social media, but it's, you know, actually just engaging with people. So even like for Carrie, you're really shy. You don't have to be up there doing a big presentation, but it's just pushing yourself to start a conversation with somebody in the grocery store line or whatever.
That's
Offering,
for me.
what's that?
That's the part that's hard for me.
I know, we'll work with you on it.
I'm like,
I know. There's a lot of ways. I mean, do you feel comfortable like sending a chat to somebody on Facebook and saying like, I saw your post of your kids and they're so cute. Like, you know, there's a lot of ways you can connect with people sincerely.
if I know them somehow, like even if it's a friend of a friend, I still like it's still kind of like, oh, I type it and then I'm like, no, don't send that because that's ridiculous. They don't know who you are and you're gonna be a creeper.
Yeah, you don't want to be a creeper. You don't want to reach out to strangers and be random. That's nobody likes that, you know. I've
I
received
saw
those
your kids on
messages too.
Facebook. They're adorable.
No, it's just to friends. It's like, I watched this training one time and it said like just challenge yourself to start 10 new conversations with somebody each day, and they're not new people. It'll be like my girlfriend from high school that I'm Facebook friends with, but we never talk. And so I'm just like, I was thinking about you and I saw your post and like, how are you doing during quarantine? You know, just genuine conversations, not like, I'm not really trying to sell something to her. I'm honestly just trying to connect with more people every day. So that's the C. O is for offer, and that would be either just to offer a sample or to offer the business opportunity, to offer, you know, to send her a catalog, just offering something to those people. Listening is listening to uncover their unmet need. So that can be they have an unmet nail need or whether they have an unmet financial need and you're offering the business opportunity to them. Objections is just whatever they're concerned about, answering their questions, you know, letting them know what has happened for you or for other stylists. And then recruit and repeat is when you're enrolling new customers, enrolling new people to host parties for you, or enrolling new people to be on your team with you, enrolling them to just participate in some way. So that's just kind of like the rhythm for how Color Street works. And the idea is to do that 10 times a week. So if you're connecting with 10 new people, that's 2 new people a day. And if you're doing that, your business will just like, some weeks I'm better about this, some weeks I'm not connecting with 10 people, and you definitely see like more of a lull. So now that we know what Color 10 is, I want to go back. Oh, Color 10 every day. It's a tool to build relationships. It's a tool to keep you motivated to work on your business every day, just engaging with people. Kind of already explained that. Let's see. So tools to support you in Coloring 10 are 2-finger testers. We've already talked about how helpful those are. People love to try free samples. I try to offer those up via post, but also to people individually. We have our Road to Success workbook. That is just a book that comes in your starter kit, and it walks you through with different worksheets of how to get your business going. So there's kind of like an activity in there where you brainstorm a bunch of different people that you know in different categories, like list a bunch of friends, list family members, list all your kids' friends, parents, list people in your church, just like to get you thinking about how many people you know. And then, of course, we have social media as a huge way to support our business, especially during quarantine, but even before that. Being connected with people in real life, doing nail bars, doing events, so vendor events. A little bit on hold right now, but normally vendor events are a super fun way to get the product on people, meet new people. I love doing vendor events, and I would love to take new people with me and show you like what you say, how you get people to approach your table, you know, how you talk to them about Color Street. So we can team
Is
up
that
and
like the bridal fairs and stuff like that? Is that what you're talking about?
yeah. I don't love bridal ones specifically just because I found that they are super expensive. I think something about that industry, they charge vendors through the roof, and it's just never been profitable for me. But you kind of get better at like identifying which ones are at the best fit for Color Street, and where like your price point is and how much you're willing to pay to do a vendor event. So we just work through all of that together.
Okay.
Like summer events, Easter events, holiday things, Christmas, boutiques, all that kind of stuff. They're fun. Some people hate events. I love them. We have all these tools in we have we call it the virtual office. It's for your stylist account. There's like tons and tons of resources. We have a stylist app, and on the app, you can watch all these different little training videos. They're like 5 minutes long, so they're really digestible. And you get points for each one that you complete, and then you can use your points to buy free product. So it's really awesome as a new stylist. And then you can go in there each month and see just a dashboard of like where you're at with things. You can access pictures just right in here to post on your social. It's like a really nice app. Time to share. Share a success tip on how you've started a Color 10 conversation. Well, Luann, you're the only one who has done that here. You got any good tips for us?
I'm sorry, I missed your question. I was working on something else. I'm sorry.
No, you're totally fine. I don't mean to call you out either. It's okay. You can keep working on what you're working on.
No, you're okay. Ask your question again.
Just a successful tip on something you've done to start a Color 10 conversation with someone.
Handing out Tuesdays is
Yeah.
big.
Handing out
Yeah.
Tuesdays.
In fact, it's funny. We went to Starbucks the other day, and the lady complimented me on my nails, and my daughter looked at me and she goes, "Don't you dare. Don't even say it."
Why would you
And
not?
that tells you how much I say it, because she stopped me, because it embarrasses her a little bit, but it's okay.
Well,
I
it's
do.
not like anyone's ever been offended to receive a Tuesday. They're always
No.
just like their day is made.
No, it just made me laugh, because I'm like, okay, well, that's a good sign that I'm doing it a lot then if she's asking me to stop, right?
That's funny. How old is she? Teenager, huh?
13.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, wearing your nails and always having your nails look nice is the easiest way to advertise. People for sure, you guys have had that happen. You're not even stylists, but I'm sure people have complimented your nails, right? And it's like the most natural, yeah, they're Color Street. They're like, either what's Color Street or, oh my gosh, I love that stuff. Those are the only two answers you ever get. So that's a good one. Okay, nail bars is another way to support your business, and we've talked a little bit about those. But learning how to do a successful nail bar is one of the most important skills that you, will want to learn in Color Street. Why are nail bars important? They support your sales. Yeah. When you have nail bars, you're more likely to get more nail bars. Like the easiest place to book a nail bar is at a current nail bar, because the people who are there are having so much fun and they want to do their own. And it's the best place to find new stylists for your team as well. A lot of my party hostesses have gone on to become stylists because they're like, I was already doing a lot of the work. I was selling that to my friends. Like that wasn't too bad. This is just one of our training resources in our back office. It's a kind of a checklist for how you can do an in-person nail bar. And it walks you through like when to talk with your hostess, what to say to your hostess. You can see like 7 to 10 days before the nail bar, make sure invitations are out. Like it just walks you through step by step until you get your own kind of rhythm. So you want to plan ahead. You should plan on 1 to 2 nail bars a week. That's going to keep you like really excited about your business. coaching your hostess is important. You can't just expect that your hostess really knows how to talk to her friends or how to make sure they get there. You have to help your hostess like know what to say and give her some graphics to share and help her answer questions from her guests, if that makes sense. And then the execution is the actual nail bar. So Jen already asked that good question about that online or in person. It's any of those. And you want to do them really fun. So we have a ton of trainings. Don't worry, I will train you on how to do nail bars. And then follow-up is so important. We always say the fortune's in the follow-up, but it's really true. You'll have some people that are just like, want to see how their sample lasts. And then 3 days later, when their nails still look perfect, they're like, okay, I'm a believer, you know, so you got to follow up and check with people. And then invite them to host their own party or join your VIP group or learn more about the business. We talked about that. Tools to support your nail bars is coaching your hostess as well. Our hostess reward program is incredible. Carrie T, you've been a hostess for me, so you got a ton of free product just by helping me share the nails with your friends. So we reward our hostesses kindly. And then Color Street gives us all these amazing images, and stylists create content you can share. Like everything is just available. Time to share a common objection you hear from hosts, and how do you overcome it? Luann, what do you hear an objection from hosts?
I'm too busy.
Okay, that's a good one. No one's too busy right now, but no. Yeah, I'm too busy to host a party, or I'll have hosts that have agreed to host a party, and then they're like, there's only 2 people who are in their party, and so they're like, I can't get anyone else to join. So how do you overcome too busy to host?
Well, I think once you explain to them, you know, and give them the online option, and then explain to them that they don't really have to do much other than invite people and talk up the product, then they're a little more open to it. A lot of people think that you're going to come into their house and they need to clean and all that stuff. That's what kind of freaks them out a little bit.
Yeah, I like to give people those 2 options. Like, people prefer to have choices, right? And so I usually say I have 3 different nail bar formats that I offer. I do online parties, which you don't have to shower, you don't have to clean your house. Or I do in-home parties, which, you know, everything works different for different people. So I feel like when I give people options, there's usually one of my 3 party formats where they can be like, oh, I think that would work for me. Like, I could do that. And then VIP groups is the last of the 3 ways we're going to talk about today. So you guys have a pretty good understanding of this because you're all in my VIP group. But, how do we use our VIP groups to grow our business? And how do you master VIP?
Nope, you're good. Thanks.
Okay. So VIP groups are just a really important way to build long-term relationships with people. If you're having nail bars and getting sales, but you're not staying connected with those customers, you're going to lose them. So keeping them engaged through fun VIP content that's really meaningful will help you keep those relationships with people. Once you get a thriving VIP group, you can just be cute without even doing anything. So I think most of you guys know about my Nail of the Month Club. Have you guys all seen that? I do a Nail of the Month Club, and I'm able to be cute with just my Nail of the Month Club. So I'm BQ like by the first day of the month, pretty much. And then everything else is just like gravy. So you can get to that once you have that VIP group. You want to post every day in your VIP group. You'll learn really awesome tricks to manage your time with Color Street. You can pre-schedule all your posts. So like I do a daily post with a certain content, like I have Manny Monday, Tip Tuesday. On Sunday night, I pre-schedule all of those, so I'm not sitting on social all week. And then I'm just responding to questions or comments or chat. So that's super good tips. You can host theme nights. I think you guys have seen I've been doing like ladies' night in during quarantine, and you can do that not during quarantine. You can host. Some people do really fun stuff. I need to get better at that. You can offer sales or bundles in your VIP group. You can do live sales. I mean, you can do so many different fun things in your VIP. And it's just a really great place to find people who are willing to host parties for you or become stylists and join you on this journey. Tools to support your group, 2-finger testers. You can send those out by mail. I'm not sure how the Road to Success workbook helps you with your VIP. There must be a VIP training in there. Going live is a great way to engage people. They love live videos. And then we have all sorts of tools and trainings available to help you learn how to have a successful VIP group. We also have a stylist group. So it's just for all the stylists on my team. There's about 90 of us in there. And we all share ideas. You know, I'll post like, this is what I did in my VIP last week and it was so fun. And then other stylists are like, oh, cool, I'm going to try that. Or has anyone tried this? Or this flopped, don't do this. So there's a lot of support and great place to bounce ideas off of each other. Okay, for the Luanns of the group, action steps for the next 2 days. Schedule time in your calendar to color 10 this week and make a plan for how you're going to connect with 2 people every day. Book 2 nail bars for this month and plan some posts for your group every day. I bet you Luann already does a lot of that stuff already.
Yes, I do.
Yep, I know you do because you're awesome with your business.
Oh, thank you. You are too.
Thanks. And then bonus points for you is if you review the training and resources available to you in the app and the VO. I always find new stuff in there when I look. You don't build a business, you build people. I kind of already said that, how this is a relationship business. And the people build the business. It's true. About connecting with people. Okay, quick news and updates from Color Street. This is Circle of Excellence. This is what I was telling you guys about. So June is the last month to earn Circle of Excellence. So I'm shooting for that. Luann, are you shooting for that?
For which one? I'm sorry.
Circle of Excellence?
Yeah, I'm shooting for this month so I can at least have another dangle on my bracelet.
Yeah, you get a bracelet when you hit it, and then you get a charm for each month that you hit it again. And then those people who hit it for all 6 months, which there were several hundred, they will be celebrated at our conference, which takes place next month. BQ Stylist Incentive. Why is that a news and update? We already did that. Maybe the news is just that you should all have your jewelry by now. So this was an incentive that we had for February, March, and April, or March, April, and May. If you hit bonus qualified for 3 months in a row, you got this free jewelry. And so we all just got that. It's beautiful. Don't forget about our stylist app. This is kind of new, so we've just been reminding stylists about it at each training till everybody gets it downloaded and gets more familiar with what's in there. We were all so excited to get an app because we've always had the online stylist page, but it's nice to have the to-go version on your phone. This is our swag store. We have all kinds of fun swag you can buy, like logo stuff to wear, shirts, bags. I love this jacket. I wear it all the time, jewelry. And then these are ways to get your information and stay connected as a stylist. We get a newsletter every Monday with whatever's happening that week, new product launches, which I'm pretty dang sure on Monday we're going to hear about Patriotic product launch. Don't quote me, but I don't see how we can wait any longer.
Right?
And then on Tuesday, we have a training call, corporate training call available to all stylists every Tuesday. They're recorded, so if you can't listen live, you can catch them later. They are on all types of topics. They're all archived, so if you're struggling with some particular topic, you can go back through the archive and find a training from 6 months ago. So that's fantastic. We have text alerts that tells us when products back in stock or when trainings are coming up. And then we're on all the social platforms. I've noticed our Instagram's really fun. Color Street's been giving away doing contests and free giveaways on Instagram lately. Do something today your future self will thank you for. That's it. Question, thoughts?
Do you have to be a stylist to download the app, or is it for everybody?
The stylist, it's just for stylists. You could download it, but you can't log into it without your stylist account.
Because I do have a Color Street account.
Oh, your hostess account? I don't think that will get you in.
Okay.
Like
I
your
just have one, like I have a login information for it all, so
you have to enter your stylist ID to get into it. You don't have a stylist ID yet. There wouldn't be much of interest to you unless you were a stylist. I mean, maybe as a potential stylist just to see what's in there, but it's just like trainings and like you can't shop on it.
okay. I was gonna say, is it gonna be like handheld shopping? Because my husband would kill me.
What do you mean handheld shopping?
Like if it's the app, if I could buy it.
Oh no, it's not for shopping. It's not a shopping app.
That's
It's like a training app,
No one asked you.
like a news app. So it sends you push notifications, like the text alerts, like Himalayan salt's back in stock today or whatever.
Just curious.
Yeah. Other questions? Fears, concerns?
Just the normal ones.
Just the normal fears. Do you ever listen to or read Rachel Hollis? You know who she is?
Mm-mm.
She's not specific to Color Street. She's just in the personal development world. And I'm reading her book right now called Girl Stop Apologizing. It's so good. You should check it out. Just talks about like as women how we are always apologizing for things that we don't need to apologize for, but also just selling ourselves short and like letting fear get in our way and letting other people's opinions of us get in our way and like letting our own behaviors get in our way. So last night I was reading this chapter on how important it is just to like get enough sleep and drink enough water and eat healthy. And when we don't do that, we're just like sabotaging ourselves from being our best selves. So I love reading her and other personal development people because those things help me with myself and with my business. You know what I mean? I think that's a big part of owning your own business is doing stuff like that to train yourself and like improve your own mental health and your own, you know what I mean? Well, you guys are awesome. I'm so glad you were able to hop on. I hope that it was beneficial and you learned something and had your questions answered.
Thanks for doing this.
And I owe you 3 a set of nails, so I'll be PMing you to arrange for that.
Awesome.
I told my people I'd give them free nails if they came today.
Good job.
That's my collection that I have in my closet.
You what?
I have a collection in my closet.
Oh, you do? Everyone has a collection somewhere. Everybody does.
The last set of nails that I got from you when I was putting in the thing, I was like, holy crap.
I think you have a lot.
I have them in my closet so my husband doesn't see them.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I can have some other customers that have way more than you send you a picture.
And it keeps my teenager out of them too.
Do you want to see this order I have for somebody right here that needs mail today? This is for one girl. I don't have a bubble mailer big enough for this, so I got to go to Walmart and get some bubble mailers.
Really? That's awesome.
This one is, she's going to come pick them up, but this is one order.
Yeah, this is where I keep mine. This is my.
Oh, that's perfect. You have them organized by type or what?
I do.
I love it.
I have, let's see. I have the petty ones. I've got the holiday ones, glitter ones,
Solids,
and then I have like the random
designs.
Yeah.
Fun.
So yeah. And I have.
People like to shop.
I do. And it's awful habit.
when all this quarantine started, a lot of us were worried that our sales would go down because, you know, people are out of jobs and struggling. But actually, people apparently love to buy nail polish during recessions. March was like our biggest month in company history, and then in April, we outdid ourselves and had our next biggest month in company history. And then in May, we just got those numbers, and that was our new biggest month in company history. So in a 3-month span, our sales went from 20 million to 37 million in 3 months. Almost doubled.
That's amazing.
So
But
don't stress about people shopping right now.
when you're at home, you feel like you need to be pretty, even though you're in your pajamas.
That and salons are closed,
Yeah.
and like there's so much that we can't control right now. There's so much that's out of control and scary, but it's like it's worth $11 to make yourself feel better. You
Right.
know, it's not like you're out there spending hundreds of dollars on something irresponsible, but it's like I can control my nails. I can feel happy in this little sparkly way.
As we speak, my teenager's going through my stash. Give me those.
What's she gonna choose?
Let's see. She's got the zebra on the spot
Oh, that's cute.
and the strict diet.
Strict dye. Oh, is it purple? Purple tie dye?
Yeah.
That's cute.
So these.
I have tie dye.
Oh, she's got the other tie-dye ones, the ones that I want when you have.
This is from last summer. Peace, love, and tie dye.
I think
I've
I
got
got.
all
I
kind
have
of
a
glitter.
couple tie-dye ones in my stash.
We have a lot of tie dye.
I have all the nails and I don't even have any on my fingers.
You better do that today.
Oh, I'm gonna. It's part of my mental health.
You should have been multitasking and doing your nails during this. I always do my nails during work training because I'm just sitting here like,
I do them at work when we're really slow. My boss is like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "My nails." He's like, "Then you're not gonna be able to do anything else." I'm like, "No, watch."
yeah,
Now,
I
like,
can.
smooth it out, and I'm like, "See, dry." He's
That's
like,
awesome.
"Okay."
That's too funny. All right, guys. Well, I'll let you go. Thanks again. Have a great Saturday and Sunday.
Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, we're here every month.
Okay.
Okay, see ya.
Bye.
Yeah. Hey, are you still on, Trish?
Yeah, I'm still on. I don't know how to end it. What's up?
Okay, well, no, just really quick. Are you going to do one next month, even though we're doing the convention thing?
So I said I would do every other month, and then I know that Mary said she was gonna do the alternate months.
Okay.
How do I stop recording?